I mean, I don't need to do anything else. I almost got 500 wins.
Being up 20, the season's over.
And the editor that let it come out is garbage.
Sports can get incredibly heated and tempers can fly. And while athletes and coaches are typically PR and media trained, their emotions can sometimes slip through the cracks. So here are some of the craziest press conference crash outs of all time. Starting out, we have a college football crash out from Coach Mike Gundy. Back in 2007, the media was criticizing his quarterback, Bobby Reid. Gundy holds up a newspaper article and says that 3/4 of the article is inaccurate. He says it embarrasses him to be involved with athletics, and he criticizes the writer, saying it was likely written by someone who doesn't have a child. He then lets his passion loose in a shouting match.
And that article had to have been written by a person that doesn't have a child and has never had a child that's had their heart broken and come home upset. Here's all that kid did. He goes to class, he's respectful to the media, he's respectful to the public, and he's a good kid. If you want to go after an athlete, one of my athletes, you go after one that doesn't do the right things. You don't downgrade him because he does everything right and may not play as well on Saturday, and you let us make that decision. That's why I don't read the newspaper, because it's garbage, and the editor that let it come out is garbage. Attacking an amateur athlete for doing everything right.
Coach Gundy continues his display of emotions, going on to shout his incredibly famous line, "I'm a man, I'm 40.
Where are we at in society today? Come after me. I'm a man, I'm 40.
The criticism of Coach Mike Gundy's quarterback created one of the most iconic press conference moments in history. Was his crash out justified? The next moment comes from the 2024 NBA playoffs. The Denver Nuggets were eliminated in Game 7 of the quarterfinals by the Minnesota Timberwolves. If this situation wasn't bad enough already, members of the Nuggets organization had to face the media in a press conference after the game, including their head coach, Michael Malone. During this press conference, the same reporter kept trying to get an answer out of him, leading to this response.
Defensively for you guys after you went up 20 in the second half?
Our offense.
Did you feel like there was anything that you guys got away from offensively in that stretch after you reached that point?
I'll have to go back and watch the film.
How hard is it just to absorb a loss like this after going ahead by 20?
Next question, man. The season's over. That's what's hard. Being up 20. The season's over. You don't understand that. The season's over. It's hard. Stupid ass questions.
Was Coach Malone wrong here, or was this crash out justified? Next, let's observe a soccer crash out. In March of 2023, the Premier League was getting near to the end of the season, and Tottenham found themselves in 4th place, competing for a top spot to secure Champions League qualification. They played the bottom-most ranked team, Southampton, on the 18th of March. Tottenham led at 1.3-1, but Southampton came back and the game ended in a draw. This event made emotions flare, and during a press conference, the manager of Tottenham, Antonio Conte, emotionally described the team as having a lack of commitment and accountability.
I see only 11 players that play for themselves. They lost confidence, they lost spirit, they lost to be a team. The club paid us a lot of money. The players receive money. Me receive money. You understand? Not to find excuse and don't have spirit or don't show the sense of belongings. They don't want to play under pressure. They don't want to play under stress. Until now, I tried to hide the situation, but now no. Because I repeat, I don't want to see what I have seen today. Also for the respect for the fans. They follow us, pay the tickets, and to see the team another time. To have this type of performance, for me, I repeat, this is unacceptable.
Tottenham's manager was obviously very upset about this situation, but was his crash out justified? For this next clip, let's return to basketball. In January of 2025, UCLA men's basketball was playing a conference game against Michigan. Michigan dominated at the beginning, creating a 17-point lead, but UCLA rallied back and took a small lead in the middle of the second half. However, Michigan kept their foot on the gas pedal and ended up winning by 19 points, with the final score being 94-75. Because of this game, UCLA's head coach Mick Cronin was unhappy in the post-game press conference. He questioned his team's energy and toughness, saying he's the toughest in the room, along with some other remarks which make this an all-time press conference moment.
You obviously came back and took the lead. Do you feel like ran out of energy?
I have to run on the court to get guys to play hard. It's crazy, and it's every day. I'm tired of it. I have the most energy of anybody at practice every day. I'm upset with everybody in that locker room, my assistant coaches and my players. I mean, I don't need to do anything else. I almost got 500 wins. I'm only 53. It's really hard to coach people that are delusional. We got guys that think they're way better than they are. They're nice kids. They're completely delusional about who they are.
What did you say at halftime, though? Because you guys did come out on that 18-4 run, get the lead for the first time, and then go into
Probably
that.
can't say it in here, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
You ever seen The Wizard of Oz? Yeah. Some guys need to go see The Wizard. Well, I used to hoop, we used to play, take the bus, line, all that. Some guys need to go see The Wizard.
I just wanted to ask, is there anything you're seeing on the court that's different from the Gonzaga game 2 games ago?
Yeah, we gave up 40 more points.
Suffice to say, Coach Cronin was deeply upset, but was his crash out justified? Next, we actually have another college basketball crash out from 2017, and funnily enough, it once again includes Mick Cronin. In December of 2017, Coach Cronin's team at the time, the University of Cincinnati, lost to their in-state rival, Xavier University. Cronin was upset at the time and let his opinion about the behavior of Xavier's players be known.
Yeah, I've never had a kid tell me to F off 3 times before.
And
during the game and after the game. You know who
was
it
that?
was. Same guy it always is every game.
Did you guys?
15 years I've been a head coach. Okay, 5 years with Hugs, 2 with Coach Pitino. I've never seen anything like it.
Will you guys talk afterwards or talk again?
There's nothing to talk about. And if he was playing for me, he wouldn't play. He wouldn't play for me.
Xavier's head coach, Chris Mack, then comes to the press conference podium and makes his rebuttal, saying there is no narrative and a passionate display of emotions.
I know one thing, the narrative is not going to be J.P. McCura and Mick Cronin. It's not going to be the narrative. There was a reason that their coach was issued a technical in the game. I know that reason because the official told me what happened. So I'm not going to have the narrative be anything other than us playing better than Cincinnati and beating Cincinnati today. As far as he would never play on my team, I'm going to go back to 2009 and 2010. And Lance Stevenson, in front of me, called me the N-word 3 times and said, F you. After the game, guess what I did? I shook his hand. That's it. That's it. There is no narrative. There is no narrative. We won. I'll answer questions about that, about the game. I'm not answering any questions about he said, she said, when there's 2 sides to the story.
This is a rare instance where 2 head coaches kind of feud with each other. Were either of their crash outs justified? We have finally made it to the last clip on this list, but before I reveal it, if you've enjoyed this video so far, I'd very much appreciate it if you like and subscribe. Thank you. Now back to the video. For the last clip, let's return to another soccer crash out. In May of 2016, the club Tigres de la Universidad Autónoma de Nuevo León, or just Tigers, were playing against Monterrey in the second leg of the Liga MX Clausura. I hope I'm pronouncing all this right. The Tigers won 2-1, but were eliminated because Monterrey had the greater combined score between the last 2 games. The Tigers manager Ricardo Ferretti was ejected during the game for protesting a red card issued to one of his players. Even though tensions were already high, Ferretti had to answer questions from the media in a press conference after the game. During this press conference, though, things took a turn for the worst, when one male reporter challenged Ferretti's tradition of letting a female reporter ask a question first.
¿Hay alguna dama antes de un caballero que quiera preguntar? Porque así es para mí primero las damas. En su casa usted pone sus reglas, en mi casa pongo yo. Y nosotros aquí estamos acostumbrados así. No le voy a discutir con usted. Es las damas primero y se acabó. Punto. Y así tengo 6 años aquí. Y usted no me va a decir qué carajo tengo que hacer. ¡Cállese, carajo!
The Tigers manager was very upset and let his emotions get to the best of him, but was his crash out justified?